Hello everyone. Today I'm going to tell you a movie called Carrie 2013. Enjoy watching. At the beginning of the film, we are shown a scene with a difficult birth, so difficult that the woman even wanted to kill her own child, but then changed her mind. After a while, we are shown an already grown-up daughter, whose name is Carrie. She is very withdrawn and prefers to stand on the sidelines. When the teacher told her to join the game, she randomly hits a ball in her classmate's head, and then everyone starts looking at her with dislike. In the school shower, the girl begins her first menstruation, but only she does not know what it is and only looks at her bloody hand with horror. And when she asks her classmates for help, they just mock and laugh at her. The teacher, whose name is Miss Desjardins, hearing the screams, runs to the shower, stands up for young Carrie and frees her from physical education lessons for a week. The director says that he cannot just release the girl from classes. For this it is also necessary to inform her mother. But Carrie refuses to do this and leaves the office. When she runs home, her mother locks the girl in the basement and forces her to say prayers. After a while, she still opens the door and tries to make peace with her. There's a week left until graduation. The physical education teacher tells the children while running that if someone stops, they will not go to the prom. She did it so that everyone would think about their behavior and how badly they behaved with Carrie. One of the schoolgirls, namely Chris, did not like this idea and she began to be rude to the teacher. But none of her classmates supported her. The girl was kicked out. When Carrie went to the wash basin, the mirror she was looking at broke. And then she realized that she had the ability to telekinesis. When she arrives at the library, she sits down next to a guy she likes, and she began to study information on the internet by telekinesis. At the literature lesson, she began to develop the flag of the country. The teacher, noticing the girl's detachment, told her to read an excerpt from her favorite poem. When she read the passage, the only thing he noted was that it was the most she had said to him all year. The mother of one of Carrie's classmates came to the atelier where Carrie's mother works in order to pick up her daughter's dress, and at the same time apologized for the fact that her daughter participated in bullying Carrie. Then Carrie's mom, whose name is Margaret, took out a sharp blade and imperceptibly pierced her thigh with it until it bled. Meanwhile, Chris, sitting in the principal's office and trying to arrange for her to be allowed to attend the graduation after all. He believes his daughter and says that she has done nothing wrong. And then Miss Desjardins does not hold back and asks him to watch the video on his daughter's phone to see what really happened. At this point, Chris began to panic and eventually ran out of the office. In the evening, in her room, Carrie begins to practice and improve her telekinesis ability, which delights her. The next day, one of Carrie's classmates, whose name is Sue, approaches her friend Tommy and asks him to invite Carrie to the prom. He reluctantly agrees, and approaching her in the dining room, he invites her to the prom. The girl, mistaking this for a prank, runs off to the school shower. There, the teacher finds her and begins to calm the girl down, saying that maybe he really is in love with her and wants to spend this time with her. She also notes that Carrie is very beautiful, and if you add more makeup, she will become even more beautiful. Tommy arrives at the girl's house to invite her to the party again. This time she agreed, but told him to bring her home at 22:30. Carrie had even bought fabric for her dress, but when she returned home, her mother told her that she would not let her go there, as she could be harmed there. Deciding to send her daughter to the closet, Carrie stamped her foot in anger and all things began to fly. And then she lifted her mother up and told her that she would not listen to her, to which her mother called her a witch. Carrie said that witches don't really exist, but her telekinetic ability was inherited from her and she's not the only one with this ability. Meanwhile, a group of teenagers, one of whom is Chris, arrived at the farm. There they killed a pig in order to get revenge on Carrie. Graduation preparations are in full swing. Carrie has already prepared her dress and is now waiting for her date. But mom does not believe to the last that Tommy will come and offers her daughter to burn her graduation dress, not forgetting about prayer. When Tommy arrives at Carrie's house, her mom tells the girl that she shouldn't have been born and that she was raped by her own father. The girl was uncomfortable listening to this and locked her mother in the closet, and she went to the prom. At the party, Tommy texts Sue saying that everything is fine and that he misses her. Then he invites Carrie to dance. He teaches her to dance, then confessed their feelings to each other. At home, Carrie's mom tries her best to open the door, but she never managed to do it. Meanwhile, the voting for the choice of the prom king and queen has already begun, and Chris and his friends are preparing their revenge for Carrie. Tommy suggests to the girl that they vote for themselves, to which she reluctantly agrees. Chris sends Sue a warning about his revenge, and then she immediately goes to school. Thanks to Chris and her fake voices, Carrie and Tommy are declared king and queen. Upon entering the stage, they wait until they are awarded crowns. At this point, Sue comes running in and tries to stop Chris from carrying out her evil plan. But, thinking that she wants to do something bad, she is taken out of the hall. Chris still pours a bucket of pig's blood on Carrie and simultaneously displays a video of Carrie in the school shower on the big screen. Everyone starts laughing at that. The teacher wants to calm and support Carrie, but with the help of her ability, she pushes her away. And then the already empty bucket falls on Tommy's head. Carrie finally became enraged and began to use her telekinesis ability to the maximum, scattering people all over the hall, which led to the death of some people. Everyone is trying to leave the school building as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Chris and her partner got into a car trying to leave the city irrevocably. But Carrie is against it. Having destroyed the road, she forces the guys to turn around in the other direction, where she is already standing and waiting for them. They want to run her over with their car, but only she gets ahead of them and kills the guy. Chris tries to kill Carrie again, but only she fails again, and this time she dies herself. The girl returns home and notices that her mother has already got out of the closet. Going up to the second floor, she calls her mother again, and she only quietly passes behind her daughter. Then she goes to the bathroom and washes off all the blood, and also regrets what she did. Afterwards, she meets her mom, who tells her that she was going to kill her when she was still a baby, but couldn't do it. During prayer, a woman stabs her daughter in the back. In response, Carrie pushes her mother away with her mind, and after that she falls down the stairs herself. Their fight doesn't end there. Continuing it on the ground floor of the house, Carrie still wins by attaching her mother to the wall with sharp objects. A moment later, the girl realized the horror of what was happening and freed her mother, but unfortunately she could not save her. Her mother died. Soon Sue came and began to offer Carrie her help with a request not to offend her, not to hurt her, to which Carrie only lifted the girl into the air, replying that she had been bullied all her life and the only thing she wanted was to bring her mother back to life. The house began to collapse, and if the girls did not leave it immediately, they would die. Sue reaches out to Carrie to help her, but Carrie just pushes the girl away. Carrie stayed at home waiting to die. Some time has passed and we are shown Sue, who is sitting in the courtroom. She is asked about Carrie, the incident at the prom, and whether it was caused by natural causes, to which the girl replies that Carrie had an ability. In the last scene, Sue comes to Carrie's grave and leaves a white rose there, and then the tombstone gradually collapses.